All right, welcome back, everybody. You are watching the Now Morning Show right here on TTT. We're also on Talk City 91.1 FM and streaming live on Facebook at the Now Morning Show Facebook page. Now we're going to speak about a community outreach in the Sea-Lots area. With me this morning is Pastor Raymond Orkill of the Sea-Lots Open Bible Church, as well as Dr. Judith Henry Porter, who's a medical doctor, and we're going to find out what it's all about. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you.
All right, so Pastor Raymond, you are not a stranger to the set. You've been here before. And I believe the last time you were here, we were speaking about a book that you had.
Last time we were here, we were talking about Victim to Victors.
Victim to Victors program.
We had that program for Christmas.
Yes.
We treated families who had lost a loved one via murder. Yes.
Right. And again, that is something that, it's very pertinent to that community in particular, because we have heard of a number of incidents that not only that area, but other areas in the country as well. And, there are people who are probably left behind.
Yes.
And that program is one that would have helped such people.
Yeah, and we continue to support.
So now you're doing Sea-Lots outreach, and I want to find out more about that. We have a medical doctor, so I want to find out what your take on it is as well, and your involvement in the program.
Well, I must say this was really the brainchild of Pastor Raymond.
Yes.
And the NWRHA, credit to all that they're doing, really introduced us to the Sea-Lots area by having a clinic several months ago. And following that, Pastor Raymond called me and said, what about if the Hospital Christian Fellowship comes to Sea-Lots and we do an ongoing health clinic? Because this is one of the things that can unify the society. Of course, needless to say, it was a bit of a challenge at first to think of being taken into Sea-Lots on a regular basis to do a clinic. But I must also pay tribute to the Office of Law Enforcement Policy, right, because the TTPS, the OLEP, have joined with us, Ministry of National Security really, because they're also involved in this, to provide the kind of community policing we need in order to make this happen.
Definitely, definitely. And what would you say is the main focus of the outreach program in Sea-Lots specifically?
It's about giving care in a medical way to people. So I believe man is made up of spirit, soul, and body.
Right.
So we give care to spirit, we give care to soul, that's how you think, how you feel, but we also give care to body. And that is the house you are in. Right. And it's very important that you take care of your body and that they say you know your number. Because if you don't know your number, sometimes things happening to you and you're not aware of what's going on inside of you.
Right.
And then there's a community that's not, makes no matters about it. We're placed in a situation very close to the dump, so that is very toxic in its nature.
Exactly.
Then what we have is considering this kind of silly, foolish, nonsensical borderline. The clinic is on George Street. Now it's kind of really iffy to leave from one area to go to another area. The community would have grown or developed over a period of time. So I guess when the community will built, so it wasn't really built, it was there and it evolved. I think that wasn't taken into consideration. One of our desires as a church in Sea-Lots is to actually see a health facility within the community.
Right. Because again, in these areas, there are a number of people who are, living just within their means or even below their means, and they may not be able to always, go into the city, for instance, to access these medical services, or even, access private services even more so. So having these facilities that are available right there in their community is something that would benefit a lot of the people in those communities as well. Doctor, was there anything that stood out to you in regards to you being the one to host the clinic and having to see the people in the community?
Yes, I think that two things I should say. Firstly, the community has to understand that it's all voluntary. We took in a team of about 40 to 50 persons, and this really consists of consultant pediatricians,
right,
consultant internists, consultant obstetrician gynecologists. If they were to understand that in addition to that, you have the interns, we are trying to show them from the onset, this is not just a business that you've entered into as a medical doctor. You have to give back to the community.
That's right.
And you still have dietitians, and you have people who are doing what I call motivational mentoring, because the Hospital Christian Fellowship Group combines the care of the body, as Pastor Raymond has said, with the focus that you are also soul and spirit, and therefore we need to minister to you in a deeper way. So I would say to the community, don't just take the clinic as, oh, well, whenever I get up, come out early, because you're given all of this free of charge. It's voluntary.
Right.
The second thing I need to say is that the community policing has made quite an impact, I believe, on the community, because I have said in another place, a little girl who was there with us when she saw the police, because they shuttle us in, when she saw the police vehicle come in, she started to sort of get agitated and said, oh my God, they're coming to lock up somebody. And we said, no, darling, they are part of providing care and service to the community. So we hope too that the mindset will change in these communities.
Definitely, and you know, yeah, again, because what you described there is this young individual who would have been so used to the community, the police presence in the community being one to bring some sort of misfortune to,
yes,
you know, people around her, people she would know and love. But again, is as you said, providing a service to the community and ensuring that, you know, the individuals there receive benefit, yes, of some sort. And again, a medical clinic is something that's so integral to the livelihood and the betterment of any community, yes, and having access to that. So, and this is what you're providing through your outreach program. Pastor, is there one takeaway you would like the community and the wider country to know about this outreach program?
Well, in terms of care, when people know that you care, they care about what you know. I keep saying that. And it's people, it's human beings. At the end of the day, we may be located in a situation. I always say it's not a perfect community, and they know I say that. But it's people who need care. And we need to give care. We need to care. At the end of the day, they are part of society. It's not just a community on the outskirts of Port of Spain, drop a bomb and kill everybody and done. There are a lot of good, positive people who live and come out of the community. So I have to say sometimes the media's make it look as though, well, the 2%, 5% is really the 95%. And we need to begin to change that concept of in terms of how we broadcast this news.
And change the narrative, because, because again, as you were saying, it's a small minority that get themselves engaged in the unscrupulous activities that you hear in the news, you know, and it is portrayed in such a way that it's the majority that's doing it. And we need to change the narrative and really see the people, not see the actions of a few, but see the people. And many times there are lots of people in need.
Indeed.
You know, so I want to thank you both for joining us this morning, you know, giving us your time, and thank you for the, you know, the initiative that you have taken toward helping the communities and helping those who are.
Yes. Just say, the clinic, it's at Production Avenue, Sealots.
Production Avenue,
Sealots. From 9 to 12.
Yes.
9 to 12.
Yes.
And again, Bible Way Church. And again, access is free. Make sure you take full advantage of this opportunity, because again, it's something very integral to the livelihood of any community. Again, medical is very, very important. All right, I want to thank you so much, Pastor Raymond Orkill, Sealots Open Bible Church. I want to thank you very much, Dr. Judith Henry Porter, medical doctor, for the Sealots Outreach Program. We now take a short break and come right back.